This guy is the second guy that you're going to see wearing plaid. Give it up for Patrick Smith. Yeah.
Thank you, John. What's going on, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to preemptively apologize to anybody in the first few rows. If any of these buttons fly off this shirt and hit you, I do apologize. You see, the shirt recently shrunk by about 20 pounds. It's been happening to a lot of my clothes lately. I recently went on a diet. I more recently quit that diet. I didn't like it. It wasn't for me. It was one of those diets where it's like, hey, instead of eating 3 shitty meals a day, eat 5 healthy meals, but replace 2 of those meals with weight loss shakes. I'm not sure how the science of that works, but by the end I think I had kind of figured it out. See, what the shakes were doing was liquefying my internal organs so that I shit them out 11 times a day. I don't know if you guys know anything about shitting, but that's too many times a day. So I quit that diet. I started a new diet this week, though. It's called the Broke as Fuck diet. See, what that diet is, what you do is you think of all the things you want to eat, and you put them down on a grocery list. Like, you make your grocery list out. These are all the things I'm going to buy, all the things I'm going to eat. Then you check your bank account, and you cross all those things off, and you just buy a shitload of ramen. Just buy all the ramen they have at the store. That's all, and cup of noodles too. Buy a lot of cup of noodles and ramen. Yeah. I don't want to brag or anything, but I actually just did get a letter from the Maruchan family, Maruchan Ramen. I am now putting their kids through college. So it's a very cheap college, but it's higher education nonetheless, you know? I also, 3 days after I bought all my cup of noodles, I saw the first ever commercial for cup of noodles I've ever seen. And I was like, yeah, that's me. That's my doing. They got the numbers back from Monday and we're like, oh shit, we're up 300%. Start the ad campaign, guys. Start those commercials. I like it though, because it simplifies grocery shopping for me, right? I hate the grocery store. It's my least favorite place on earth. Because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in there. You know, and then it doesn't help that people come up to you and they're like, hey, did you see the price on pork tenderloin? It's $2.39 a pound. Dude, I don't know what the fuck that means. Is that good? Is that bad? I just want pork. Just stop fucking complicating this shit for me. I want pork tenderloin. I'm gonna buy it no matter what. Milk is another thing. People are always like, oh, milk's $11 a gallon. I don't care. It's milk. I'm gonna fucking buy it. It has to go in my Reese's Puffs. Have you ever eaten them dry? It sucks. Okay? I'm gonna buy milk. Why is it all the healthy shit that the price fluctuates on? Why is that price? Why can't you go in and be like, oh man, Oreos, $42 a bag. I'm still gonna buy them. I'm still gonna buy those Oreos. I'm gonna eat those Oreos though. Like, you know how you hate fucking ex-girlfriend? I'm gonna eat those Oreos with my $11 a gallon milk. When you're my size, you guys, you don't fit in a lot of places. You know, like I don't fit into roller coasters. I don't fit into airplanes. I don't fit in with my friends who run marathons. You don't fit in. You just don't. It sucks though. Like, I love air travel. I wish airplanes were more comfortable. I love flying. I'm weird about it though. I love a good layover. People hate layovers. I love it. Hop off in a city that you're not familiar with. What I do, I go to the newsstand and I buy a local newspaper. Start reading it and get really into local politics. Get really pissed off. Then I go to the airport bar and start arguing with people. You know? You see this shit? Alderman Jennings trying to shut down Wildcat Elementary again? This is this fucking guy's problem, huh? Who voted for Jennings? Did you vote for Jennings, you fucking moron? And then 3 hours later I go, oh that's right, I don't live in Kansas City. I don't give a fuck, burn the elementary school down. My kids will never go there, what do I care? Right? I love when the pilots talk during flights, right? I love like when I was on a flight, my last flight that I was on, the pilot came across and he was like giving us this cool information like, oh, look over here and you'll see the Grand Canyon. And then later he was like, oh, the sunset on the Rocky Mountains is beautiful, check it out. Oh, the sky is so clear over Denver, check out the lights of nighttime Denver. The guy in front of me though, he bought the TV that you can buy on flights. You know, I don't have $11 to throw around like that, so I didn't. This guy did though, you know, he's a big baller like that. But he got so pissed off because every time the pilot came across, it interrupted his TV. So he starts yelling at the flight attendant like it's her fucking problem, right? I want the pilot to fucking talk through the whole flight. I want to know this guy's life story. That's my take on it. Because I want to know that if shit starts falling off this thing, he has something to live for. You know? I want my pilot to come across and be like, folks, this is your pilot talking. They don't say talking. They usually say speaking. If you look off the left side of your plane, you'll see the Grand Canyon. In a little while, we'll see the Rocky Mountains with fresh snow. I just recently started dating a 20-year-old Asian girl. She is the billionaire heiress to the Nintendo fortune. She has a penthouse that overlooks the entire city of Chicago. She spends 8 hours a day doing a combination of yoga and Kegel exercises. We'll be landing in Milwaukee in about 3 hours. Folks, this is your pilot again. My girlfriend just sent me a nude selfie. We'll be landing in Chicago in about 2 hours. I love driving too, and I get to do a lot of it, so it's awesome. The other day though, I almost got run off the road by a landscaping truck on the freeway. He almost drove me off a bridge. So I gave him like a honk, like, hey, I'm in this lane, don't do that, please. But I don't do the usual road rage thing, like I didn't start yelling at him, I didn't flip him off. Instead, I took down the number of that landscaping company, and I've been calling them for fake estimates in like Waukesha and Mequon and Shorewood, like all the rich parts of Milwaukee. One, because I want them to come out and do those like for fake estimates, like waste their time, you know? But also, I want them to never trust people when they call them from those areas. Like, I want somebody to call me, like, I got a mansion in Mequon, and oh, fuck you, asshole, I know it's you. Click. I've also been leaving 5-star Google reviews for stuff that has nothing to do with landscaping. You know, like, 5 stars, great cheeseburgers, the french fries are amazing, these prices can't be beat. 5 stars, great selection of women's plus-size clothing, definitely shopping here again. So when people Google them, they're like, I don't know if it's a landscaping company, a catering, I don't know what this place is. And then his business goes under and his wife and kids are on the street. That's my kind of road rage. That's my kind of road rage. I told that joke one time and somebody's like, man, you really know how to hold a grudge. And I didn't think so. But I drove past a bar that I applied at 7 years ago and just saw they went out of business. And I was like, yeah, fuck you guys. Like, fucking assholes. What else? You guys, I went to jail recently. Not as a convict, don't be scared. As a tourist, I took a tour of a jail. If you guys ever get the chance, do it. It is amazing. It's like going to the most fucked up zoo you've ever been to. You know, there's a lot of similarities. They're all behind glass in cages. They're all pissed off. Some of them would eat you if they got out. They're all wondering if their mate is out in the wild fucking someone else. You know, the only difference, and I wish jails had this, is the headphone jack that gives you more info on the species. You know, you can go into the jail and plug in and have it be like, here we have the Latin King. Native mainly to urban areas, its enemies include the blood, the 5-0, and diabetes. A lot of people dying this year. A lot of musicians dying this year, huh guys? David Bowie died, Glenn Frey died. I'm bringing it down a little bit, by the way. To remind you of all your heroes that died. Prince died, but I wish he would have died sooner. Yeah. I love Prince. I love Prince because he was one of those people, like, he made it okay to be weird. You know? Like, he made it okay for dudes to wear purple. You know? The Minnesota Vikings owe half of their jersey sales to Prince, let's be honest, okay? He made that okay. But after he died, they started showing a lot of YouTube videos of him recently where, like, he was on, like, shows being interviewed about, like, chemtrails, you know, and how they're all poisoning us. And that's not the Prince I want to remember, you know? I want to remember, like, the movie Purple Rain. That's what I want to remember. And it makes you appreciate what Kurt Cobain did, you know? Just fucking end it while you're cool, you know? Because think of it, like, how much would it suck if you're watching the news and it's like, Kurt Cobain weighs in on fluoridated water in 9/11. You're like, that would suck, right? Totally ruined Nevermind for everyone. I don't care if you don't agree with me. I'm still standing with that. I wish Prince died sooner. 94, perfect time for Prince to die. I was talking about travel. I love traveling. I travel an okay amount. One of my least favorite places to travel is Las Vegas. Anybody here been to Vegas? Yeah? I fucking hate it. I've been there like 6 times in the last 7 years. That place is miserable. I don't recommend it. But it's my own personal preference. Like, I love history. I love to go places that have rich history. Like, you go to Boston or Philadelphia and it's like, this is where America was born. You go to Hollywood and it's like, this is where Humphrey Bogart fucked chicks. Like, it's crazy. You can go to a restaurant in Chicago and be like, this is where Al Capone ordered the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. That's incredible to me. That's incredible. Las Vegas, though, it's like, this was where one hotel stood for 20 years, and then they tore it down and built a new one, and tore that down 10 years later, and then built a new one, tore that down. This one stands here now, we're going to tear it down next week, build something else, and that'll be torn down in 8 years. If you don't believe me, here's what happened. New York, Hotel and Casino used to have a 9/11 memorial. They should, right? It's the New York-themed hotel. On the casino floor, there was a 9/11 memorial. 3 years ago, they tore it out to expand their sports book, where people bet on sports. That's horrible, right? But I guess their thought was that if you want to make people cry about the city of New York, let them watch the Jets not cover the spread, right? Hey, you guys have been a lot of fun. Thank you so much. My name is Patrick Smith. That's all I'm going to do. Thank you.